Next week is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. So, we have a new article. Came out yesterday. And it says, rumor, Superman ticket pre-sales have slowed as a $100 million opening or less looks increasingly likely. Could this be my spidey senses starting to come true? I know it's a rumor. We shall see when it comes out, but almost every movie that I've been worried about has performed badly. While some estimates for Superman's opening weekend have pointed to it opening with as much as $200 million, it appears not even the Man of Steel will be able to shrug off apparent superhero fatigue. There is no superhero fatigue. There is no superhero fatigue. It's only woke fatigue. Okay? Woke garbage makes bad movies. Okay? If you want to get down to the nitty gritty, it's bad movie fatigue. But it comes from injecting woke garbage into movies. It's never been superhero fatigue, and it probably never will be. Superman director James Gunn has his cast are currently touring the world to promote first DC studio movie, but will it pay off when the reboot opens in North America next weekend? Tracking has been all over the place with this one, though the trades recently reported that 125 million to 145 million was looking likely, which was a dip from very early estimates of 185 million to 200 million. At the time, many of those outlets also suggested that Superman could debut on the lower end with as little as 90 million. With rumored, damn, I hate when they do that. Okay. With a rumored budget of $225 million, not including marketing, that would be a disastrous start for the DCU. Gunn has said he'd be fine with breaking even, but a blockbuster that barely turns a profit is hardly a win for a brand already running on fumes. Talking on the Hot Mic podcast, Jeff Snyder revealed, I'm hearing the Superman pre-sales are slowing down a bit. I have some sources saying this is looking at a $100 million opening, if that. I have been bullish on this, saying this movie is going to do 160 to 175 million. I think that what's becoming more realistic is 120 to 140. So even though he's hearing that he got sources telling him it's going to be 100 million, if that, he feels that it's going to be 120 to 140. Explaining why tracking for any movie is notoriously unreliable, the insider used the example of Megan 2.0, which flopped this past weekend. I've been thinking about going to see it, but those trailers, man, make it look so bad. Tracking is nonsense. Megan 2.0 was looking at a 45 million opening, and it opened at 10 million. He said, tracking is the biggest scam in Hollywood. It could be. What I'd like to know is tracking more correct than not? You know what I'm saying? Like, how accurate is tracking overall? So you got every analyst out there that does their tracking. Are they usually right? Like, is it 90% of the time and then 10% they're wrong? Then I would trust tracking most of the time. You get what I'm saying? But if it's like 60-40, then it's like, you know, even 50-50, you know what I'm saying? But once you start getting to 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, then it's kind of like, okay, I might be able to, believe it. Warner Bros. Discovery has gone all out on Superman's marketing campaign, giving it the Barbie treatment. Yeah, the other day when I was saying, like, the majority of woke never succeeds. And I said The Boys was one example. And that was more like a parody of both sides anyway. But Barbie worked. But I think Barbie worked because it's like Transformers for girls. Like, the name sells itself. It's such a huge brand that, of course, women are going to go see it. You got what I'm saying? Even if it is woke and ends up being bad, you're going to make a ton of money on Barbie. So, yeah, the Barbie treatment at the moment, it's near impossible not to turn your head and find Man of Steel somewhere. If these numbers are accurate, it's not paying off. Superhero fatigue does appear real with non-fans, and Superman isn't a draw on the same level as fellow icons like Batman and Spider-Man. The movie is also lacking an A-list star, though the same could be said for many comics. Yeah. Not all of them have A-list guys. You know what I'm saying? Henry Cavill wasn't A-list. Christopher Reeve wasn't A-list. There's a lot of movies. Guys weren't A-list. Anyway, perhaps we should have expected a little controversy on the press tour, as comments from Gunn during an interview have upset many fans on social media. Was this about the Indian thing? That's how he deals with just lets it go. While Gunn surely didn't mean to offend with the remarks, some have questioned the necessity of using India. Oh my God, they're still talking about that. Superman Studios' first feature film. Okay, that's it. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think that these this new chatter that we're hearing from Mr. Snyder, do you think they're accurate or do you think they're not? I think that anyone that's just that's a fanatic either way isn't going to believe it or will believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really can't stand James Gunn, you're going to believe it. If you really love James Gunn, you're not going to believe it. You know what I'm saying? So, I say I don't know, but I tell you I got a bad feeling. And I've had a bad feeling. And usually when I have a bad feeling, things don't go too well. 10 million subscribers.